What's up? My name is Ivy, and this is a series about my 7 months in Japan. You're watching episode 1, Everything I Miss About My Host Family. I still remember the first day that I met my host family at the study abroad opening ceremony. As soon as I mentioned that I like sushi, they were like, we're gonna go right now and get you sushi. And we went to the supermarket that night, got sushi, and ate it together. After we ate, my host sisters showed me my room. As soon as I took out my 360 camera, my host sisters thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So here you can see me kind of just showing them how it works. The first thing that I miss about my host family is going on road trips with them, because that was just a little too fun. During my first week, they actually took me to the Inaka. I didn't even know what that meant at the time, and they had to explain to me in the car on the way there that Inaka meant countryside. So yeah, that was the first trip we took, and we went to this local temple, which was absolutely beautiful. After the temple, we went to this local restaurant where you can basically pick out whatever you want to eat, and then we cooked it ourselves. It was kind of like Korean barbecue, but with way more options. Now, the whole reason that they actually wanted to take me to the countryside is to visit my host mom's parents, or my host sister's grandparents. So after we had our little morning adventure, we started driving over. When we got there, I just felt so honored that they wanted to introduce me and share their home with me. So it was a really sweet moment for me. I obviously can't talk about my host family without talking about the people in it. Let me introduce you to Uno, one of the most energetic people I know. One of the things I loved about Uno is that she's always smiling. It's just so hard to be in a bad mood around her. On this particular day, we went to Ghibli Museum with her and my younger sister Yochi, and I had so much fun exploring the area with them because they're always down for an adventure. This is my younger sister, Yochi. Her name is technically Yoshino, but I always call her Yochi. Yochi is one of the cutest people I know. She definitely has that adorable little sister energy. Sometimes I would take the train with her too to school, and she made the ride so much less boring. I remember I even introduced her to one of my American friends one time, and we got pasta together at her favorite restaurant, which did not disappoint. Another thing I loved about my host sisters was the fact that they were not camera shy. At first, I wasn't sure if I should bring my camera around because I always want to make sure everyone's comfortable being filmed, but they were super supportive from the beginning, and they thought the YouTube channel was really cool, which I get kind of shy about actually, so that made me super happy. It was so nice because then I could document all of these precious memories that I can look back on now. Next, we need to talk about my host mom's cooking, which I miss so much. Oh my god, I think about her food all the time, and nothing here in America compares. Also, growing up, my mom didn't cook for me very much, so whenever someone makes food for me, it just feels extra special. Sometimes in the mornings, my host sister would also eat breakfast, and it was a really nice time for me to just practice my Japanese. On the weekdays, my host mom would just make me breakfast, but on the weekends, she would also make me lunch and dinner. Now, sometimes she was busy, so she would make me all of my food in the morning, and then she would wrap it up and label it like this, which I just thought was really sweet. It was such a nice feeling waking up every morning and just knowing that there was something really yummy waiting for me downstairs. All right, I want to talk about my host mom's signature breakfast. First, she would always make me the salad, which I would pour my favorite sesame dressing over. She would also make me tofu and miso soup and a bowl of rice, which I usually ate with seaweed. She would also make this weekly pickled radish thing that I really loved, even though I don't really know what's in it fully. And also this yellow pickled radish. Every single morning, I would devour this meal. Luckily for me, I kind of had two host families when I was in Japan. I had my own host family, which you just saw, but I also hung out a lot with one of my friends' host family, so much to the point that it kind of felt like they were my second host family. Let me introduce you to them. This is host mom. This is host dad. This is our little brother, Shinse. And this is the super sassy family cat.
Well, Cousin's tempting him.
She did not ever want to be pet by anyone except for host mom, and I'm a little bit salty about that. Anyways, one of my favorite memories with them was going to the hanami. We went with them and a couple American friends during the springtime. It was so gorgeous. During this time when all of the cherry blossoms are out, a lot of times Japanese people will go to the parks and just sit and enjoy the scenery. Sometimes they'll bring food or a book and just spend the whole afternoon there.
Hey. 頑張って。近い。入って。Yay!
My second host mama was also a phenomenal cook. I don't know, I'm kind of convinced every Japanese mom just undergoes like a top secret chef training before they become a mom, because it's actually crazy how good their food is. Every time I came over, they were so kind and nice to me. So one day I actually drew them a little thank you gift, which were just a few pictures of some movies that the host family really liked. To my surprise, when I came back the next time, they framed my drawing, and that made me so happy. The fact that they thought it was frame-worthy material, you don't even understand how glad I was that day. unfortunately, I eventually did have to leave Japan. And when my friend and I were leaving, the host family actually made us these, which are basically a photo collage gift of all of our memories with some little notes. It's definitely one of my favorite gifts that I've ever received, and it's still sitting in my room right now. I miss them so much. Whether it's like playing video games, eating together, or just hanging out, I miss them so much. Last but not least, I think I need to bring it back to my host mom, because I told you about the host sisters, but I didn't really talk about my host mom. I already told you about her cooking, but I didn't tell you that she is literally a superwoman. She worked 3 jobs while taking care of us kids, cooking every day, cleaning, and everything in between. I was so grateful for everything that she did for me and the whole family. So before I left Japan, I made her this little card. If you can't tell, I love giving homemade artistic gifts, but I thought her reaction was so cute. So I wanted to share it with you guys.
Mama, 目を閉めて。閉めて。大丈夫？見て見て。が作ったカード。うわ、すごい。あ、日本語じゃない。日本語。すごい。すごいよ。ハグママ。いつでも遊びにおいでね。ご飯作るよ。食べたい。ありがとう、コンガキ。お世話になりました。いやいや、楽しかったよ。楽しかったママ。本当まだまだ日本にいるから遊びにおいでね。はいはい、遊ぼう。本当にありがとう。すごいね、アイビー。とっても上手だよ。これすごいいい写真だね。一緒に撮った。車の中で。すごいよ。上手。